Does TLC have plans to bring Sister Wives to an end after season 20? The show premiered back in 2010 and followed the Brown family as they navigated life as a polygamist unit. But those days are long over. Now that the wives have left and are exploring lives of their own, fans suspect the Sister Wives spin-off seems more plausible than continuing the series in its current format. But as Kody Brown's memoir approaches its launch date, some viewers believe the show is coming to an end sooner rather than later. Will the upcoming book spell the end for Sister Wives on TLC? Major publisher Simon & Schuster plans to release Kody Brown's memoir on September 2, 2025. As many Sister Wives fans might have realized, this date has been moved up several weeks, and in live streams, Meri Brown has discussed releasing a memoir of her own. With these recent updates, some Sister Wives fans think the series will ultimately end after season 20 concludes. Kody's book release date moved up and the fate of Southwest, a Reddit user posted online, speculating about the show's future on TLC. I wonder though how open it can fully be while the show is still ongoing. I pre-ordered it, and the original release date was the end of September, but now I've received an update that it will be moved up several weeks to September 2nd. The op went on to wonder if the release dates had anything to do with TLC opting to end Sister Wives after season 20. I'm cautiously optimistic that it will be open and honest like Kody usually is, the OP concluded. Do you think it really could be the full-blown truth while Southwest continues to air? It'll still be a good read, but all of the tea won't come out until the show ends IMO. NDAs will largely dictate what the cast shares publicly. Other Redditors weren't quite sure what to think. Many believe that Sister Wives fans expect too much from Kody Brown's memoir. Others discussed the family's NDAs. Once the contracts expire, the family members will be allowed to speak out as they wish. But if they film beyond season 20, the cast will certainly be limited in what they're allowed to say and write. Redditors wrote, I think the bulk of the book will be information and background of her own birth family, polygamy royalty. I don't think she's gonna tell too much extra about her life with Kody. I doubt she's gonna tell more of her kids' business or blast their dad too harshly. She'll probably just give slightly more context on certain situations. It's being billed as a memoir, not a tell-all. She's likely still under contract and can't tell everything. It's a money grab. Fluff, fantasy version of her actual life. She'll release a second book after the show ends. Money, money, money. I don't care to donate my money to them. What do you think about the conversation thus far? Do you think TLC will ultimately end Sister Wives after season 20? Or will the network continue to produce the show as long as the family is willing to film? Share your own thoughts in the comments. Janelle Brown unwilling to discuss intimate Sister Wives star Janelle Brown may no longer be romantically connected to Kody Brown. But even so, she's not willing to dish about the dirty details regarding their private life. In a new interview, Janelle and Kody discussed their lives as Sister Wives. However, there are some topics even they won't touch. Kody and Janelle Brown open up about their intertwined past. As Sister Wives fans know, Kody and Janelle Brown didn't always get along. While living in polygamy, the women often butted heads. But once they both decided to leave the lifestyle behind, they established an incredibly close bond. As fans wait for news of the season 19 tell-all, members of the cast are speaking out about their experiences on the show. Kody and Janelle Brown recently sat down with Oliver and Kate Hudson on the Sibling Revelry podcast. Janelle and Kody may not be blood siblings, but they certainly share an unshakable connection. Today, they're more like real sisters than ever before. The TLC stars confirmed they didn't discuss intimacy in polygamy. Like many curious Sister Wives fans, the Hudson siblings certainly had questions about intimacy in the home. On screen, Kody and the wives always upheld their silence on the matter. Even though the polygamous marriages are over, it doesn't seem they're any more eager to spill the beans. Like, it's just part of the deal. There's no jealousy when it comes to that stuff. Oliver asked about the wives' intimacy with Kody. Well, you're not comparing notes. Everybody's relationship is very separate, Janelle informed the hosts. You don't talk about that, Kody chimed in. Of course, the Hudsons felt a little taken aback by the admission. After everything the women experienced together, they struggled to believe no one ever divulged details about intimacy with Kody. Nope, never, Janelle insisted. Because I just didn't feel like that was my business, and I didn't feel like it would be helpful to know, so I didn't really care. Christine backed her co-star up, reminding the Hudsons that discretion was for the good of the family. What do you think about Janelle Brown's latest interview? Do you wish she would open up more about her marriage to Kody? Or do you think she's doing the right thing by keeping some secrets close to her chest? Leave your own thoughts in the comments below. Robyn and Kody Brown divorce certain after bad habits exposed. As of 2025, Sister Wives star Kody Brown has one remaining wife. On screen, he and Robyn maintain that they're truly meant to be with one another. But not all viewers remain convinced. In fact, many would go as far as to say Kody and Robyn Brown are putting up a facade for the sake of the series. Is there a timeline where Kody and Robyn actually opt to end their marriage? Could Robyn and Kody Brown actually end their marriage? During the course of Sister Wives Season 19, viewers have seen Kody and Robyn bicker more than ever before. On top of that, many of the couple's secrets are rising to the surface, including Robyn's shopping addiction and accusations from her ex-husband's family. Is this the beginning of the end? Will Kody ever divorce Robyn? One Sister Wives viewer asked on Reddit, "Hear me out, I am on season 15. COVID just hit, but right before that he and Robyn had a big drag-out fight about purchasing this renting." Which he was right about. He seems so disenchanted with all of his wives at this point that he even questioned the value of plural marriage. The op went on to detail all the ways Kody has described falling out of love with his wives. They noted even Robyn seems to get under his skin at times, leaving viewers in doubt about their once-in-a-lifetime romance. One thing Kody loves above all is money. With Robyn's spending habits coming to light, you think this will be his hardline against her and will leave. Will this ego have him stay or go? The OP concluded, Sister Wives viewers think Robyn would be the one to leave. In general, other Redditors didn't think a divorce between Kody and Robyn seemed likely. However, there could be certain circumstances that ultimately cause them to end their marriage. Sister Wives viewers seemed to agree that if anyone would end the marriage, it would be Robyn. Comments included, Robyn will divorce Kody when he can no longer keep her in the lifestyle she's accustomed to. She won't leave until she has another sucker in the wings. No, he'll never her. He knows how much she spends. I'm sure he spends equal amounts on strange asterisk we don't know about yet. If they break up, it will be her that will prompt it. He'll hang on to her for dear life. No way, he can't afford to at this point. Do you think Robyn and Kody Brown would ever end their marriage? Share your own thoughts in the comments. TLC reveals when Sister Wives is back from break. TLC has revealed when Sister Wives will be from its break after the mid-season finale. Fans were left watching Janelle Brown on her way to North Carolina alongside David and Christine Brown-Woolley. Garrison Brown's death has still not been acknowledged and the timeline is all over the place. So, when is the spring premiere set for? TLC reveals when Sister Wives is back from break. In the season 19 mid-season finale of Sister Wives, Janelle Brown packed up her life in Flagstaff and began the move to North Carolina. Along with her daughter, Maddie Brown Brush, they had bought a large lot of land and planned to grow beautiful flowers. She noted she was leaving behind 3 kids in Arizona, Gabriel, Garrison, and Savannah. Since she was making the move alone, her former sister wife, Christine Brown-Woolley, and her husband, David Woolley, offered to help. He drove the moving truck while Christine and Janelle took the pickup. They made the most of the trip, even taking Janelle to a bar where she took her first shot. Back in Flagstaff, Aurora decided to get baptized, so she consulted Robyn and Kody Brown. She then asked Kody if he would help baptize her. Mary Brown is now in Utah at her B&B. However, she shared with her friend, Jen Sullivan, that she does not know if that is where she wants to land. She wants more for her life and wants a man in it, but that is all up in the air. After that episode ended, fans wondered why there was no tell-all and when that would happen. It turns out 7 more episodes are airing in the spring of 2025, but what is the exact date? Sister Wives fans are dying to know. The Baldwins are taking over the show's time slot and there are said to be 8 episodes. Therefore, with the proposed finale airing on Sunday, April 13, 2025, Southwest would return the following Sunday. However, that is April 20th, which is Easter, so it is more likely season 19 will resume on April 27th. Fans are ready, Sister Wives fans are ready for the show to return. They want to see if Garrison Brown's suicide will ever be acknowledged and what will happen to Koyo Pass. Finally, there are a lot of questions as to why Sukanya Krishnan is still hosting the tell-alls after repeated calls for a replacement. Why after like 3 to 4 years of us telling you we don't want Supi hosting and want someone else, do y'all not listen? Robyn and her kids are always on the verge of tears. Cheer up, family. Move on already. You have Kody all to yourselves now. This people will do virtually anything to stay on the air. It's actually kind of impressive Kody and Robyn needs to be fired or jailed. Hopefully, these last several episodes will wrap up the season nicely and give fans the answers that they have long wanted. Janelle Brown talks romance and marriage after Kody's Sister Wives. Stars Christine Brown-Woolley and Janelle Brown took time to speak on the podcast Sibling Revelry with Kate Hudson and Oliver Hudson. Both ladies shared some of their life changes and updates. For instance, Janelle talks about romance and marriage after she left her former husband, Kody Brown. Life after plural marriage. During a recent podcast, Christine Brown-Woolley and Janelle Brown discussed their lives after leaving Kody Brown. During the February 16, 2025 episode of Sibling Revelry, the Sister Wives stars talked about how Janelle is living with Maddie Brown Brush and Caleb Brush in Greenville, North Carolina. Additionally, Christine is with David Woolley in Lehi, Utah. Janelle Brown talks romance and marriage after Kody. When Sister Wives star Janelle Brown discussed romance and marriage after leaving Kody Brown, she essentially isn't considering either. Oliver Hudson asked about the process of their divorces and then what life is like now that it is over. Janelle confessed, "My marriage is over. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Furthermore, I'm not really interested in getting married again or even really dating at this stage." Additionally, Janelle shared she doesn't give it much attention right now with all her other ventures happening. Admittedly, she says, "So I'm not even thinking about, oh, what do I need to do? Because I'm just like, I am over it." However, her main sentiment was relief. She said, "I am done." Then she adds, "I love my single life. Currently, it isn't a priority," and she says she isn't even dating even though Christine and David Woolley tried to get her to use the apps. Although right now that is where she stands, she isn't completely slamming the door closed. She nonchalantly adds, "If something presents itself in the future, then I'll consider what I need to do." But for now, she isn't giving it the time of day. She has many other things to devote her time and energy to at the moment. Christine and Janelle Brown is happy with their decisions to leave. Although both Christine Brown-Woolley and Janelle Brown didn't pursue spiritual releases like Mary Brown did, they are content with their situations. Christine simply declared she was divorced since there was no paperwork to shuffle. But Janelle explained she isn't divorced per se since they were never legally married. For Janelle, she adds, "I just say I'm no longer with him. When I explain it to outside people, I'm like, I'm no longer with my partner." While being in the plural marriage was difficult, Janelle is so grateful she went through it because she had a wonderful family experience. Even with the problems that were hard to face, Janelle and Christine admit it was all worth it to be where they are now. Oliver Hudson echoes the same idea, noting that his experiences developed him as the individual he is now. Likewise, Janelle says going through difficulties helped her become a richer person with more depth. Additionally, Christine recognizes the great memories and celebrates those. Plural parenting. Additionally, Sister Wives stars Christine Brown-Woolley and Janelle Brown discussed their plural parenting too. They understood that the kids learned who to ask to get yes from the right parent. Since they had choices, they would, for instance, ask Christine about Black Friday shopping because she would load up and go. But if Janelle was asked, she would have shut it down. Most of the differences had to do with individual household rules. But they wanted people to broaden their horizons by seeing life in plural marriage on Sister Wives. They both see themselves as feminists and know they are strong and independent. She had space and connection for many years with Kody Brown, but Christine at times felt like a second-class wife to Kody since she wasn't like Robyn Brown. Janelle's anthem is to be a strong woman living her life. What do you think about Janelle Brown's stance on being done with romance and marriage for now? Do you think she will jump back in at some point after the business ventures begin to settle down? Are you ready to see new episodes of Sister Wives Season 19 Part 2? Kody Brown exposes family's shady moves. Kody Brown doesn't play a huge role on Sister Wives any longer but showed up during Season 19 for Christine's wedding storyline. Like many of the family's children, Kody has grown angry with many of the decisions the adults made. In recent years, he's distanced himself from many family members. But since Kody isn't a regular feature of the series, he feels free to speak out. In one appearance, he even shed light on the true reasons for the family's move to Flagstaff. Kody Brown exposes Kody and Robyn's sneaky behavior. On screen, Kody and Robyn Brown consistently try to justify their behavior and always insist their decisions are for the good of the family. However, Sister Wives viewers generally see through their facade. Fans didn't understand why the Brown family would abandon their seemingly stable situation in Las Vegas. But according to Kody, Kody and Robyn had their reasons. Kody explaining why they moved to Flagstaff, a Sister Wives viewer posted on Reddit, attaching a video downloaded from TikTok. The interview isn't new, but many found it informative to revisit as the family breaks down on Season 19. I can't think of a single reason why Flagstaff, Arizona, the middle of Arizona, which is a state that none of our family lives in, has nobody really that we know lives in, Kody shared in the interview. Before my family moved there, I maybe knew 5 people that lived in Arizona. And my dad decided that, oh yeah, that's a great place to move my entire family. That's because Dayton got accepted to NAU. And a lot of it's clear, not Dayton's fault, and Robyn was trying to be a good mother. The interviewer asked for a bit of clarification, insinuating Robyn was behind the move to Arizona. Kody more or less agreed, suggesting that Robyn manipulated Kody into the move. Redditors feel disappointed, but aren't surprised. Overall, other Sister Wives viewers felt enraged over the situation. There's been long-standing speculation the Flagstaff move was a ridiculous push by Robyn to begin with, but hearing Kody Brown's point of view further angered viewers. Redditors wrote, Janelle and Christine should have refused to move, citing that their kids needed to finish high school. It's a shame the kids were thriving in school at the time and they had a great setup with the houses. That move to Flagstaff was the final crack that broke the family, in my opinion. We all have known this, but hearing it and seeing Kody tell it is like, we called it in the beginning. I didn't know a man could be so manipulated by a woman. She is one of the shadiest, sneakiest con artists I've ever seen. I say con artist because nothing is as it seems with this woman. Have you seen this interview with Kody Brown before? Are you surprised to hear him admit Robyn ultimately fueled the move? Share your own thoughts in the comments. I think their marriage is strained since Christine, Janelle, and Mary left Kody. Robyn might even leave the show. I believe with all of my heart that Sister Wives Kody Brown is truly, madly, and deeply in love with his last wife standing, Robyn Brown, but there's always the chance that he's going to blow it with his precious princess. That's because the notorious villain Kody doesn't always do what Robyn wants. In fact, they've brought their problems onto the popular series. This shift to airing their issues more than they used to appears to signal at least a hairline crack in their united front. In relationships, everyone has flaws. No one is perfect. Kody, seemingly weakened by the exit of 3 wives, Mary, Janelle, and Kody Brown, has been opening up about what Robyn perceives as his failings in their plural marriage turned monogamous union. It's good for him to talk about his feelings, to let them out. Raised to feel like he always had to be the strong one and the man of the house, Kody has feelings too. When things aren't so rosy between Kody and his soulmate Robyn, it upsets him. He has always tried to please her. Kody was slow to reconnect with Robyn's church. She wasn't happy faith is important to Robyn, although she's often perceived as a hypocrite who manipulates others thanks to an iron fist and a velvet glove mentality. Based on how angry she got when they couldn't find the right church after moving to Arizona, the sense of community and solace that attending services provides is extremely important to her. As per E! Online, Robyn, who has 3 kids, prefers to worship at Apostolic United Brethren churches. She felt very unhappy when she and Kody couldn't find a church of her liking in Flagstaff. Maybe that wasn't all his fault, but it seemed like, as Kody said, she was getting really frustrated. While that might have negatively impacted Robyn's quality of life, Kody has made his sacrifices for Robyn. In fact, he's given up so much that it's almost shocking. 3 wives left him because he pushed them away. He couldn't foam it in with those women anymore. After that, Kody was left with family feuds galore, even with some of his children by other brown women. He has paid a price for his great love, just like his exes have. When Robyn gets mad, it's possible that he wonders, what more do I have to give before it's enough? But Kody never gives up on Robyn. I think he wants to be with her forever, which is actually pretty romantic. He's all in for this woman, just like a prince from a storybook. Kody's hard to live with. He is grumpy. In the clip above, Kody shows off a snazzy David Yurman ring. Robyn has a matching ring. That's more storybook prince stuff. He is very romantic with his woman. Kody's constantly being roasted, and he may bring on some of the shade by being a grumpy dude, but his love for Robyn shines like a beacon. It is, in my opinion, the most beautiful thing about this man. Yes, Robyn said on screen that he's hard to live with, losing his status as a polygamist, and living with the guilt that hurting 3 other women inevitably brings may have been eating away at him. However, all that pain never touches his love for Robyn. His ardor is uncorrupted, unblemished, and unbreakable. For Robyn, Kody always rises above, even though they quarrel. The concept of Kody as a great romantic isn't explored enough, but the sheer volume of nice things he's done for Robyn and the way that he's gushed about her show that there's softness in the moody patriarch, maybe too much. Possibly, when he isn't brazening it out on screen, he feels terrible about what happened to his spiritual unions as he hurt 3 women that he vowed to protect. Marriage isn't easy at the best of times, and Kody was in a unique situation. However, he doesn't get much sympathy, mostly because Kody fell hopelessly in love with someone. He's super duper in love with Robyn. Any woman might want that kind of adoration. It's just baked into Kody. In that sense, I believe he's far more sincere than most men on reality TV. He's really not faking it. It's just that, as a polygamist, he slipped a bit, losing his sense of perspective and fairness. People change when they fall in love, and Kody's gotten so much punishment for feeling intense love for Robyn, which is such a natural, beautiful, and pure emotion. Robyn doesn't like Kody's crepes. Is she being too petty? At Reddit added a post about Kody's questionable crepes, which Robyn openly shaded on screen. Robyn referenced that he added to his nasty recipe. See Kody chowing down in the photo shown above. While he did create a sketchy combination of ingredients, adding berries and cheese to the odd aioli melange, she was enjoying critiquing his crepes a little too much. Maybe some deep-seated resentment was seeping out in the form of petty gripes about the delicate French pancakes. One Redditor in the thread began clowning around, teasing Kody by mocking his crepe-eating style. Who eats crepes with their hands like that? With sister wives Robyn Brown, I think Kody gives until it hurts. Yes, she loves him back, and I don't personally think they'll break up as there's real love there. Love is what's needed above all else. However, I do think she could lead the show. The pressures of trying to act happy with Kody are becoming more than she can bear. She clearly wants more honesty, more autonomy in terms of being herself and saying how she feels. A couple can be in love, but not always be happy. If Robyn decides to shun the spotlight, one thing is certain: her knight in shining armor will leave with her, concluding a sister wives fairy tale that has, at times, probably felt more like a nightmare. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown may have found herself in a dark place, a valley of the dolls, as it were, after information about her alleged toy purchases was exposed. An intrepid reporter did a very deep dive into Robyn's Etsy buying history, reading the reality queen's reviews and tallying the purchases. Now that Robyn's buying patterns have seemingly been exposed, she may feel like people know too much. Possibly, the doll scandal will hurt her reputation, which has already taken some heavy hits. Robyn seems to have amassed an array of cute dolls that she can play with when real life is just too intense. In Sister Wives Season 19, Robyn's standing by her man, even though she said that her husband, the self-described hothead, Kody Brown, is hard to live with. As exes Mary and Janelle Brown don't trust the patriarch and want Coyote Pass closure, Kody's fallen off of his pedestal. The exes may lawyer up, making sure they get their fair share of proceeds from a potential Coyote Pass sale. but that won't stop the bad blood from flowing. Meanwhile, Robyn seems to have amassed an array of cute dolls that she can play with when real life is just too intense. Robyn was accused of spending $62K on dolls. Why does she need so many dolls? Robyn's enduring the impact of more hurtful disses because she loves dolls and buys them, with Katie Paulson from Without a Crystal Ball, who broke this fascinating story, calling out Kody's wife's creepy and expensive doll obsession. Robyn may not have seen all of this coming. She could, in theory, have woken up to enjoy another day, settled in with a cup of coffee, and grabbed her phone. At that point, she might have seen some troubling headlines about shopping habits that were destined to rile up her legion of haters. Robyn's probably still reeling from the backlash that followed the exodus of 3 Brown wives from a plural marriage. Now living in monogamy with Kody, Robyn must listen to more shade, with fans leaving blistering remarks about her alleged shopping history. On the Without a Crystal Ball Instagram post, people, as one might expect, went low, with one really oversharing. This critic has an extremely strong point of view. Now we know why she needed a nanny. She was busy playing dolls. Are the critics too cruel? Maybe so. Robyn isn't the only person who enjoys dolls. They are cute toys that bring a touch of whimsy into a person's life. One person, maybe this writer, might cuddle a Grogu toy that was named, and rightfully so, the Toy of the Year, while another might choose an American Girl doll that resembles them. It's ultimately about a break from the mundane. It's about a sense of playfulness, but that isn't a bad thing. It's good and can even be therapeutic. Toys aren't just for children. For adults, they can evoke the sweetest sense of nostalgia, providing a touch of escapism, fun, and comfort. They can have so much sentimental value and become adorable symbols of their owner's quirky passions. So although Robyn allegedly broke the bank, splashing out a fortune, $62K, to buy custom dolls, including Disney dolls and the aforementioned American Girl dolls, that does not make her a bad person. Robyn seems like a spendthrift. She's done some shopping. What it seems to make her is a person with $62K to blow on toys, which is what's really bothering people. Maybe she has a load of money, maybe she doesn't. It's no one's business, but then again, Robyn spent years being filmed and people are, for better or worse, highly emotionally invested in her life. That's the downside of fame. Robyn may live well when people don't want her to. So now, with all this doll kerfuffle, Robyn's under a microscope one more time. Her spending habits beyond the Valley of the Dolls are more interesting than ever. There's Robyn's David Yurman ring and her fancy house, which she and Kody reportedly snapped up for a cool $2.1 million. Then, there's Robyn's new diamond ring, which seemed to be quite an upgrade from her OG bling. Robyn may live well when people don't want her to. That's really at the root of the discomfort that people seem to feel when they think about Robyn and money. Robyn's lifestyle seems richer than Janelle's. This is a hot-button issue. Above, Robyn's hubby flaunts his David Yurman signet ring, and Robyn's believed to have a ring that matches. She and Kody are often spotted in shopping malls, with Kody reportedly speed-walking through one Las Vegas retail complex, rushing in and out of stores. On the one hand, these two have paid their dues, appearing on TV for so long, dealing with trolls, etc. So, they've earned their reality income fair and square. However, on the flip side, like turning over a rock to see what's teeming beneath it, there is the issue of fairness. Yes, Robyn and Kody deserve to be happy, but so does Janelle, who said she left the marriage with very few assets, a fact Kody disputes. Mary, while she was still Kody's spiritual spouse, had to ask relatives for financial help so she could buy her bed and breakfast, Lizzie's Heritage Inn. If in the same boat, it might have been different for Robyn. It's this seeming unfairness that makes a lot of fans sad or angry or both. It's not about Robyn having dolls or jewelry. Most people have both. It's the fact that the exes, particularly Janelle, never seem to get the same perks, although Kody said on screen that Janelle has the same assets as other Brown women. Sister Wives viewers may believe, even if it's cruel and unfair, that Robyn lives like royalty while the now exes have to scramble to make ends meet. Robyn has tried to show people that she is a good woman, but some people don't want to believe her. That's why fixing her reputation is such a Herculean task. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates. Always be the first to get news. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.